Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly podcast with two guys who really like to take naps. This is episode 239. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. How you feeling, Neil?
I miss you, Matador.
You missed those naps. That's what you missed.
I do miss the naps a lot.
Yeah,
I had a little bit of the vacation blues when I got home.
Did you?
It was like, well, I remember texting you saying that I felt it was 4:00, and I'm like, I feel like we should be going to the Wounded Dick to grab a beer.
Yeah.
And then you said, yeah, they're probably gonna be worried about us.
I think they probably were, because to pick up where we left off last week, we wrapped it up and then within 10 minutes headed to the Wild Duck.
That's right.
For our third time.
The Wounded Dick.
Third straight day. We moseyed on there from to the duck game. I wanted to stop for 1 second though, because we talked about our time at Max's. New Max's Tavern.
New Max's Tavern.
The awkward moments, the puking,
with the kids,
etc.
Yes.
And one thing I totally forgot about when I was looking up something on there was that it was allegedly I was giving you kind of that Simpsons history. It allegedly was the basis for Moe's Tavern in The Simpsons. So I guess Matt Groening or Groening, have you say it? I think you say Groening. Right. He used to go in there and draw and shit, and so that's kind of what he based Moe's Tavern on, was that tavern that we went to. Did you see? Oh, you did. You saw the clip I sent you of the way that they used to shut the bar down every night?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you get lucky?
Boy, did I.
I looked at what when I was looking at Yelp on it, and I'll get to Yelp a little bit more in a second.
Oh, love Yelp. Yeah.
I was looking at, they show like the peak times and stuff. Thursday, like it gets to a certain point, but Friday and Saturday, it's fucking like basically midnight to 2 is just crowded. So we were lucky that we went on a Thursday and not on a Friday or Saturday. I think we would have left that place if we were there on the other night.
I think so. I think considering how busy it got later on Thursday, I can't even imagine what Friday would be like.
It's just got to be to the gills in there. There's got to be so many freaking people. What was I going to say? Oh, so at that bar, which we did not experience, they everybody used to stand up on their stools and seats and benches and sing Sweet Caroline to end the night. Yeah. Which I'm sure is just a shit show. And like it looked like in that video that I sent you.
I would imagine it stopped because someone fell off the bar or off their stool.
That's what happened.
Oh, it did.
I think
the story.
Somebody chucked a glass at somebody during the song or something, which seems a little odd because it's a pretty happy song.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, this fucking song again.
Yeah, right.
But that's why they had to shut it down like back in February. So luckily we missed out on that. But we talked last week about how much fun we were having looking at Yelp reviews. And we were saying like maybe we should have a segment, which I think we should, where there's a weekly Yelp review. And it can be anything from you went to a restaurant and just looked at the Yelp reviews for it afterward and went, oh, here's a great one. So, and it's always going to be negative.
Oh, of course.
So I have one from Max's.
Oh, good.
I don't think you read this one because I think you were reading for other ones.
I was reading the places we were thinking of going the following night.
Right. So this one is from Max's. This is from a guy named Ryan who this was back in May. 1-star review. Ready?
Oh,
I'm not going to read. I'm not going to do your I used to drop. Like I'm not going to do that. I can't maintain that.
All right.
So he says, I used to drop by here to meet up with people, but I never liked it much or at all, really. So I would leave and nobody else would stay either.
Oh, freaking Ryan. Yeah, Ryan's like, I'm a trendsetter, man.
No space to move around, not due to the volume of people, but the sheer lack of space. You have to list out any drink with more than one ingredient, and they probably won't serve it anyway. Last I checked, the shot glasses were too clunky to bomb in a pinter.
Oh, boy.
I mean, what kind of dive / college / whatever they're trying to be bar denies even that?
Denied.
Can't do flaming Dr. Peppers or something?
Oh.
I would rather buy a beer next door at the food mart, enter in the back, haha, and drink it in the alley with a local bum than here. I did that one time, but didn't have a bottle opener, so I asked a chick on their porch for a lighter, and her snobby answer was, I don't smoke, as if I did or something, which I do because it's awesome when you drink. But that's basically the crowd you'll find there.
This poor Ryan is all over the place.
This guy, I love how he's going to the store and drinking in the alley with a bum, and he's like, well, I don't have an opener. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
As if I do. Well, I do, because it's awesome when you drink. So then he says, the owner is a straight lame, really full of himself. Just check his profile. His sons are brats, too. No way do I want to fund Daddy's trust with my hard-earned cash. If you're a true local, you know where the real shiznit goes down. But to all of you first-timers, Max's is an okay place to pop your cherry because if you start there, it only gets better.
Oh, wow.
What a fucking review.
I'm telling you, Ryan's not happy, or he's super happy. I can't tell.
He is firing straight heat at these people. He just fucking hates everybody.
But I think while he's firing the heat, he's dressed like a clown. He's like, you just don't know what's going on with Ryan.
Oh,
As if I did, but I do.
I do, because it's awesome.
It's awesome when you're drinking.
I just love that. So there will be an ongoing Yelp review of the week segment going forward. Hope you.
I like it. I like it.
So anyway, we back to the game. We finished recording. We headed over to the game, or excuse me, went to the Wild Duck. Then we headed to the game, and it's about a 20-minute walk. Luckily, on the walk over, we didn't encounter too many falling leaves.
Did we not talk about that last
week? We never
week?
Got around to it.
Oh my God.
Were we on campus when that happened?
We were
walking by the Pioneer Mother.
Yes, I had I had my what did I get? A latte from Starbucks. We were walking through campus to finally go to the duck store, actually. The second time. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw something that looked like a pterodactyl with machine gun strapped to it flying towards my head. And I was like, my first reaction was to protect my coffee for some reason and also move out of the way as quickly as this 47-year-old body can.
You are not 47. Good God.
At 46.
You're 45.
Sorry. 46. No,
46.
46 or 8.
You're born
47.
in 72, right?
Correct.
Yeah, there you go. You're 46.
That's what my mom tells me.
That's if you can trust her.
Yeah, of which I do.
You can.
You can.
But yeah, you shook it off in this like violent reaction. And
yes.
I was like, whoa. And you go, oh, it was just a leaf.
It was a soft fluttering leaf. I don't know if the leaf was soft, but it was softly fluttering. It wasn't even moving at speed. I don't know if a leaf can move at speed.
No, it was gently falling down.
It was enough
with machine
time.
guns.
It was enough time for me to see it, freak out, move, protect my coffee, and then realize it's still falling. I'm like, oh, look, it's enough time for me to say, oh, it was a leaf, for you to see the leaf and go, oh, that was too funny.
It was like me doing me. It was like me doing the bee dance when a bee buzzes my face. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Tweaked me out. In my peripheral vision, or my periphery, if you would.
Sure.
It was huge.
What have you?
It was huge, and it was coming straight from a dome.
Oh my God!
And my coffee, apparently.
I hope somebody cuts that little snippet out. Us talking about our trip. In my periphery, it was huge and coming straight from a dome. Back in the motel room? Oh.
But no wonder I needed so many naps.
It makes you tired. Anyway, so we made the journey over to Autzen Stadium, and we were lucky enough
All I can think of every time I see the name or you say that is Ollie Ollie Otzenfree.
Well, that's fine. A lot of people say it wrong. They'll say like Autzen because it's AU. So
They're Germans.
Autzen Stadium. Yeah, Autzen.
They're really angry at a specific group of people mostly, but almost everybody else.
Probably.
Yeah.
Of which you're partly one of those.
That's right.
We got our seats upgraded, which was nice. We were originally going to be in these seats. They're just kind of in the stadium proper by the student section, but luckily some friend of mine came through some seats that were up kind of in the little sky
suites. As opposed
to
the seats that are outside the stadium proper?
Those are not proper.
I
mean inside and seats that are like bench seats that are not up where the hoity-toities are, which is where we ended up.
Right, the HTs.
They barely let you in. But
popcorn, man.
Free popcorn. Fucking everywhere free popcorn. It was so funny because I always forget about that. And we walk in and the first thing you did, is that free popcorn?
Well, we walked in and you said, oh, and you can get free popcorn
that's what it was.
As an aside. And I was like, it's free popcorn? And you were like, yeah. And I'm like, you can go back? And you're like, yeah, it's free popcorn.
There's just an old bird there who's feeding you popcorn, just scooping it up for you.
It was the popcorn version of, hey, did you realize how beautiful this camp is? I'm like, wait, there's popcorn and it's free?
You're taking this for granted.
Totally.
So But before we got up there, really quickly, I had you kind of look over the edge and look into the stadium.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty cool when you see a stadium for the first time. I think any stadium when you see it for the first time, but to see it, kind of all the players out there warming up, it's a pretty sweet view.
And I mean, I am a fan of sports, and I've worked at a stadium for a long time and do enjoy that. So for me, it was not only exciting to be there as a new stadium, but just something I enjoy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool night. It was, I mean, luckily it didn't piss on us. It was colder than balls, but
it was cold.
The nice thing is we were up in that box, so you didn't even notice it. I mean, we had our jackets off.
It's warm up in the box.
It is
Splice
warm.
that together with the other one.
It is warm up in the box. I apologize for you having to put up with my constant yelling and color commentary because I don't think anybody appreciates that.
No, it was good. I enjoyed I didn't know what everyone was doing when you all started yelling, "Oh," and I was like, "What?" So I had to ask you, and you said, "Oh, that's." I'm used to the yelling of like the defense and stuff like that, but I've never just seen a bunch of people's O faces, thousands of O faces all at once.
You got to cup your hands around your mouth.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
right.
open wide
and let it go
and let it out.
And I enjoyed that. I was a little hoarse the next day.
You got on board. You were on board.
Oh, yeah.
For that, which is good. Sometimes up in the box up there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get as much participation in the O as you do down in the stadium proper.
Right. Well, fortunately, we had drunk guy in front of us, and he was all into it.
Are you talking about Pointer?
Yes.
The Pointer. This guy. Holy shit. And it was like I was trying to ignore him as much as I could early because I was like, oh, no, he's going to totally latch on to us.
Yeah.
Anytime any play happened. I mean, it could be like, oh, stop for a gain of 2, and he'd turn around and point.
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah,
like, what
Reset the game clock, and he was pointing.
Exactly.
I'm like, is he looking for the game clock? I don't know.
Well, and then you could tell I got a little bored of him.
Yes.
Because he kept reaching back for the 5 to me the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just like put my hand up like, you hit it. I'm not gonna participate in this.
Right. He was I was able to deflect him past me over to you.
That was clever.
Yeah.
And then he I think disappeared at halftime and never came back. I don't remember him being around in the second half. I'm pretty sure
he came back for a little bit of the third, and then that was it. The people who disappeared at halftime was the guy sitting next to us.
Yes, right.
They were gone.
Took off. Took off.
But drunk guy came back because remember he almost fell down.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How could I forget? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was all into the girl who was with her husband, I think.
With the wool hat and the gloves.
Yeah, he was all into her. So fortunately, then you deflected off of me and then to her, so that she was stuck with him.
Yes, we're trying to make fan matches.
Yes,
to avoid us having to be involved.
It was a good time. I had a lot of popcorn.
Yeah,
had a lot of popcorn.
Couple of beers, got some commemorative cups.
Yep.
God, I even had a hot dog. Ooh, it wasn't very good.
You did.
Yeah, I was just getting hungry. We didn't eat much. We had that Caesar salad.
That's right. We had a Caesar salad before we went.
Oh, dear.
At the Wounded Dick and a few beers.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of popcorn.
And then you had to deal with me complaining the entire second half about my asshole friends in the text message thread. And I apologize. I apologized before. I apologize again because I'm sure it was annoying listening to me just bitch about them.
It was not. It was actually really funny because the game was exciting because there was stuff going on. It was close.
They were kicking their ass, and then they just kind of, it looked like they took the foot off the pedal or something, or there's some adjustments were made by ASU, and all of a sudden it got real tight.
Right. And you're on a text thread with your friends who are also Ducky fans.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think they are.
Right. You were not happy with how their attitude towards the game was unfolding.
That is correct. Because they constantly, they suck, don't know what they're doing, they're terrible, he's garbage, It's awful, why do we bother? I'm like, then don't fucking talk, don't watch.
Right.
I got so pissed off. So
you were very angry.
Oh, I was so mad. And I know in retrospect, I look back and I was like, God, how many times did I just go, these fucking assholes or something like that loud? I'm like, I probably shouldn't be doing that.
You kept calling them the C words.
Oh, you're right. I did.
Yeah.
Oops.
Loud.
Oops.
Yeah. And I was, and at this point I'm rolling with it. So I kept telling you, I'm like, well, just invite me to the text thread and I'll send him pictures of my dick. And you're like, that's not going to help. I'm like, all right. Fair enough.
I decided I just muted that text thread and I will never look at it again during a game because I can't deal with it. And it's like, I don't want to blow, smoke up people's asses and act like nothing's wrong and everybody can complain because I complain at times, but it's just the constant negativity that just wears on you.
Especially when they're doing well. I mean, sure, the ASU caught up and stuff, but still they were doing well.
Yeah, they won the fucking game, by the way.
Yeah. So no, I don't think there was anything to apologize. I found it was a lot of fun actually listening, because it was fun because I got to watch the game, and
listen
in between
to a
all
maniac.
that, in between all that, I got to listen to you just yell out profanities about the people you care about most.
Well, it's not the first time I've done that, because so those seats were given to me by a friend. It's seats I get a chance to sit in usually once a year. It's some family friends of ours, and they're awesome people, and they're so generous. And so I always try to be on my
I did want to tell you, pass along a thank you from me.
Well, they don't know.
They didn't know. Right. That's what I thought of. I'm like, they didn't know.
But the thing that there was a year we went where we went with them, and they had their seats, the ones we were in, and they got a couple additional seats for me and Lady Friend. And we're sitting there, and I, had a few, and I was a little bit frustrated with what I was watching. And at one point I said,
oh no.
The crowd in the box is very quiet.
Right.
And I was a little upset by that. And I said, what are we watching, fucking golf? And poor Lady Friend just was like, I'm going to leave now.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to go get some popcorn and then use the nice bathrooms.
Yeah. Those are those moments you look back on and go, I need to remember that so that I don't ever do that again. Because that's pretty embarrassing. But
I did want to say there was an older woman who's running the free popcorn machine.
I was going to say, okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, please. Go ahead.
I was going to stop you before that and say we had a tough time getting to our seats because there was a geriatric steward who was all up in Neil's business. She's like asking us our names as we walk in. They're very, very nice.
Yes, very friendly.
She's like, hey, blah, blah. And then you said, what's your name? You said Neil. And she kind of pauses. She goes, Neil. And you're like, yep, named after Neil Diamond. And she's like, well, I was actually thinking you go Neil, whatever, for the lead singer from or the guitar player from Journey. And she just lost her mind. Yes.
Yeah.
She was topless at a Journey concert in like 1976.
Oh, dude, she was topless at a Journey concert with the new singer. It was 3 weeks ago. Oh yeah, she was very sweet, but yeah, she was very much like that. I knew who Neil Sean was.
Oh yeah, she was a big Neil fan.
Big Journey fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so every time I went to go get popcorn, that was a 5-minute conversation there about Journey and Wheels in the Sky. And then so I'd go, and the person, the lovely woman who was serving the free popcorn was an older lady. And by, I don't know,
they're pretty much all old people up there.
They are. Pretty much by my 8th or 10th trip, she looked at me and goes, you really like popcorn.
Are you stealing this? Are you putting this in a bag and taking this home?
Are you okay? Is somebody like withholding food from you at home? It was fun, but she was very nice.
Yeah.
No, I kept taking my popcorn cup back. And I said, well, I'm going to come for a lot, so I don't want you to waste cups. And she goes, oh, it's okay. I'm going to come for you a lot. I'm coming out.
Look, I'm going to come a lot. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Get that
lady.
on the table.
Yeah. So, the popcorn was delicious. The game was great. You are a wonderful host. Thank you. Being mad at your friends was hilarious.
Well, I know that it probably got to a point where it was a little bit too much.
They're just a bunch of C words. Of C words. C word. I'm like, yeah, okay. Definitely got it.
Could you tell that I've had to just like deal with this for years, looking at this text thread and them complaining constantly about every fucking step that they make or misstep that they make?
Well, it's funny because it went from like no conversation about your friends to they were C words. Like I didn't know what was going on at first.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah. You're like, yeah, you just turn to me and you're like, oh, hate these guys. And then
didn't I read some of them to you?
Oh, you read almost all of them. Yeah. Listen to this. I'm like, all right.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, it was good.
Next year,
I want to know what the people around us thought.
Oh, I'm sure the thing that you get a mixed bag. I mean, like I've been up in that box before, and there was a guy who sat next to us who passed out in like 4 minutes into the game.
Oh, sure. Oh, well,
Drunk as fuck. And
I've
just
seen
out.
So many of that at games that I'm always like, why are you paying so much money?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was the plan. I don't think it was the plan.
No, but I see
carried away.
I see it a lot. But a pro sports game is, I mean, it's so much more expensive than, for the Ducks. I mean, for any college game. Well, I'm sure there's some college games that are outrageous. but I mean, parking's like $55. You know, I mean, it's insane. And then just absolutely hammered before they even walk in the gates. And I'm like, you could have saved yourself a ton of money, got blasted at a bar at home.
Right.
Someone, spills you into an Uber or a cab and just go home.
People get in the mode and they just can't stop. And then they start reading texts from their friends and they get pissed off. It's just the way it goes.
It was good. It was good.
Well, they won. So that was important.
They did.
You mentioned on the last episode how you had converted your I love you man to the campus.
Yes.
But you did have a bit of an I love you man on the way home from the game.
I definitely did. Because I knew it was going to happen, and I was having a really good time and wanted to let you know that.
Express your feelings about that.
It was important to me.
So there was a nice 4 or 5 minute long run where I was like, well, thanks. And you just kept going.
It's my thing.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. like the campus and like the popcorn. It's like once I get in there, I just keep going. I just want to drive it home.
Well, and because we like the pizza so much at Tracktown, we decided to order it on the way back from the stadium, which was smart. And we walk up to the pizza joint, and you literally can't walk in the door because the door is jam-packed with people.
Insane, yeah.
And you look up, and it hit me later. I was like, is that like an anxiety thing? Because you looked up and just went, no. I'll let you go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm not going. Yeah, total anxiety. I'm like, not even going to. In fact, I'll call them, pay for the pizza, and we'll just leave it because I'm not going in there. Not going to
Luckily, because we ordered ahead, not only was it ready, the line was way shorter, so that was nice. And then we went home and just, crushed that thing. So we just ate like absolute garbage.
You did.
That whole weekend.
We
did.
It
was pretty bad.
We did.
We just,
although we did, we did. No, we ate like crap.
We had Mexican and pizza in the same day.
Oh,
so that's and popcorn.
Popcorn.
I had a hot dog. All of this in the same day.
Caesar salad. Yeah.
What
and
am
beers.
I, a fucking 8-year-old?
We should have had cotton candy. We should have got a cotton candy that's in a bag with the duck on it that they charge 3 times as much only because the bag has a duck on it.
Right. Yeah. I should have started the day with like pancakes.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been good.
And then so we kind of crashed out that night. The next day you got up at an insane hour.
I was doing that thing all night long where I kept thinking like I don't want to sleep in too late because it's going to be a long drive home. Mm-hmm. And I kept thinking like, oh, I'm gonna totally oversleep. It's just something I always do, especially on travel days.
Yeah, I woke up and looked at the clock, and I hear Neil in the shower, and it's like 4:58.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what is he doing?
Yeah. And so I woke up like finally for good at like 4:15, and I realized I'm not going back to sleep. And I'm like, well, I'll just lie here. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just gonna sit here and think about it. I'm like, just freaking get up and go. You know, I mean, what the hell?
I don't think you needed to be in such a rush to get home because
heartburn.
Oh, well, of course you did.
Oh,
like I said, Chula's Mexican food and Tracktown pizza and popcorn is not a good mix for your body. And your body was just shocked.
I couldn't get coffee when I left because my gut was killing me. I didn't get it, I think, until like, I want to say 9. Well, I texted you. That was when I was at the Starbucks. That's when I finally got coffee.
Oh my gosh. You must have been on autopilot.
Oh, pretty much. Oh, but I enjoyed the road trip, so, I
was going to say, it sounded like Annalise and the dogs got on just fine without you, so you didn't need to be in a rush to get back. I heard your show.
She had like she said, she had a great time without me.
Thanks again, Annalise, for holding down the fort so Neil could come. It was a lot of fun.
It was very nice.
Excited to do it again in the future.
You were saying something about next year. I think you started saying next year, I think when we were talking about...
Let's look at the schedule.
Yeah.
Well, we'll certainly record in a better way. We'll probably record more. I think we were just so excited to be there and fucking around and sleeping.
Right. Yeah.
That we didn't record as much as we could have. So maybe we'll look to do that next time.
Like now knowing the thing, it's like getting up there, like even hanging out at the bar at the Wounded Dick and doing that, bring our own dartboard.
That's right. You could.
And then because we've done the actual tour of the campus. I mean, obviously we'll want to go do other stuff, but yeah, it's not like either you'll feel like I'm missing out or I'll want to go see something because then it'll be like, yeah, let's record up until game time or whatever.
Yeah, and I think if you do go and just do like a Friday, Saturday or something, if you do want to go to a bar on the Friday, you go a little further away from campus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe just where it's not going to be quite as packed.
Right. But like I was saying, we get to the Wounded Dick early enough. They got a nice bar.
Yeah, you don't need to leave. That's true. Yeah. That's a good point.
And we've got to find out if that Chinese place actually has a bar inside.
House of Chen?
House of Chen. And then I would like to look at a schedule and hopefully be able to pick a game where we already know the start time, because it would have been nice to have been able to go even a 4:00 game.
Yeah, the tricky thing with that is most of the time they only have like one or two of those games
that are
picked,
set.
And it's usually when it's like a Friday night game. They just wait till the fucking end to pick it. So it's hard.
We do what we got to do.
Sometimes they do 2 weeks in advance, but usually it's a week. So it's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Anyway, luckily the Ducks won, and I don't want to talk too much about the Civil War, which, by the way, whenever I say that, I'm always like, is that a bad name? Should we not be calling a football game the Civil War?
Yeah, it always seems a little weird to me. Yeah.
Is that better or worse than the Holy War between Utah and BYU?
I think they're both pretty bad.
Okay.
I think something like the grudge match. Something like that.
Right. Or you get like Stanford and Cal, they just call it the big game.
Yeah. The Civil War is also really weird because like this should be the North and one should be the South.
Well, there is a North and South, but
I'm just saying,
they're 35 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's a there's a little negative connotation there for some.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And technically Oregon is the South.
That's right.
In that scenario. So although it's completely backward of the cultures of those two cities.
Right.
So really quickly on the Civil War, I don't know if you watched any of it. Oregon State.
I followed it, but I didn't watch it.
Oregon State is terrible. They're really, really bad.
Yeah.
And then Jim Halpert got hurt.
Oh, I did not see that.
Late in the second quarter, he got hurt and left the game, never came back.
He's like, I'm out of here.
No. So they had to bring in Braxton Burmeister. Go look up Braxton Burmeister. He looks and sounds like a Bond villain.
He sounds like a Bond villain. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. So he comes in and he's not very good and he doesn't have a very good arm. I'm not gonna.
Maybe you should get back on that. Maybe you should get back on that text thread.
He's just
this
not
guy
very good.
sucks.
This poor guy is he's just struggling.
Baxter Brewmeister?
Braxton Burmeister. If you even get close, it'll figure it out. But look at his picture of him, just like his face. It's pretty funny. He looks like a Bond villain. Anyway, he came in and they literally threw the ball. So the entire second half, would you like to guess how many passes Braxton threw?
4.
2.
Oh, I wasn't too far
They
away.
ran every single play.
Oh, poor
And Oregon
Braxton.
State couldn't do anything about it. And they just kept, 8 yards, 12 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards. I mean, just over and over and over and over.
And Braxton's a freshman?
He is a sophomore. He got thrown into the shit last year when Halpert got hurt last year.
Gotcha.
And he had to start as a true freshman, poor guy. And then this year he had to come in. It's just not, it wasn't a good recipe, but they ended up winning, which was good. And so now it's trying to figure out which bowl game they're going to go to, which we'll know next week. It could be the Holiday or the Red Box, which is in Santa Clara. You should totally go.
Oh, my God.
Or the Sun Bowl. One of those three probably would be the ones that, please God, don't go to Vegas. I'm sick of that bowl. I hate that bowl. I was going to say, we don't normally talk about recruiting on this podcast because it would bore everybody to tears.
Right.
But
I
mean, also it's kind of creepy because they're high school kids. And that's
right.
I mean, we do hang out at college bars.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
There is a kid who had committed to the Ducks and then decommitted and now is recommitted.
Oh.
And it feels so good. Ew, sorry.
Reuniti?
He's a little dude. He's only a sophomore.
Oh, my God. This is not going well.
He's only a sophomore.
Yes.
But he's supposedly pretty electric. He's like DeAnthony Thomas-esque with the speed and the moves.
All right.
His name, ready?
Yes.
Seven McGee.
Seven McGee.
This is your new favorite player.
Seven McGee.
Seven. His name is fucking Seven.
I would be much happier if it was Seven McGillicuddy.
Still, you got to be happy with that name.
How does he spell it?
S-E-V-E-N.
Oh, he does?
Seven.
All right.
Yeah.
I was hoping he spelt it like we spelt seven, was S-E, the number 7, E-N.
Oh, like Jay the Angry Ginger in his Twitter feed.
Oh, is that how he spells it?
Well, he does S-7-E-V-E-N.
Okay.
So he just sneaks a 7 in there.
Yeah.
So I got nothing else in the Ducks unless you do.
No, just looking forward to doing it again. Oh, yeah. I've got a supercut of my euphemisms today.
What was the thing? Out of your periphery, it came straight up at your dome?
It was huge. It came from my dome.
Oh, man. Well, I heard your Thanksgiving recap on your show.
Yes.
Your other show, Dark Angels of Pretty Freaks. Mm-hmm. Sounds like you guys had a fun time.
Yes, funny. We did, and Glenn wanted to know about the college football experience. He's a big football fan. He actually played. I just found this out. He played in the European League for 2 years.
Nice.
Way back. I mean,
were you playing
we're the
college?
same age. I don't remember.
I'm not even
positive he played in college.
I'm going to guess that if he played in a European league, he probably played in college.
Yeah, he said he wasn't great. I mean, he was obviously, I don't know. I'll find out for sure. Anyway, when we were at that, we were talking about it at Thanksgiving, and I was talking about how we were in the box and there was free popcorn, and one of his cousins was there, and I'm like, and I said I was going for the free popcorn like I've never seen popcorn. She thought that was the funniest thing. She's like, like you've never seen popcorn. So it was. I got to relive the experience again.
Good.
And it was, but yes, it was a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'd like to hear about yours. I know Annalise and I were talking, and we were thinking that you got started with those fizzes a little early.
Well, so
it was like 9:15.
Yeah, but that was just the picture. I didn't actually have a fizz until closer to like 3.
10? Oh, okay.
No, it was well later.
All right.
And they were delicious. My dad does make a mighty fine gin fizz. He was invited to our house.
Oh, very nice. To be a bartender.
Just to be the bartender.
Did you tip him?
We gave him leftovers.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
We're just like, here you go. Now make your way out the garage.
All the stuff you don't want. Like, we bought way too much cranberry sauce. Here, take this. Just cranberry sauce.
Yeah, this is all bones. Like, yep.
Yep. Make some soup, man. Make some soup, old man.
So, no, there's no real stories to tell. We had just a low-key Thanksgiving. It was just the 4 of us plus my dad and then a family friend of ours. And it was pretty chill. And lady friend makes a lot of the food because she just refuses to let me do it, and it was good.
Nice. Very nice. So you got the gin fizz stuff ready at 9 to not start drinking them till 3?
I just got his station set up because you really got to put everything in a good spot for him so he can just focus on just that and get after it.
You don't want his ticker to explode, so you don't want him moving around a lot. Of course, you got to keep him.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you want to be able to keep your eye on him
until you make the drinks.
You don't want him to start taking stuff out of the home. Keep an eye on you, old man.
No, because he does that.
Make some soup.
But I wanted to share. We did a 6 words last week, and normally we don't do them back-to-back weeks, but because it's around Thanksgiving, I wanted to do a 6 words from Vice.com. Anna Goldfarb.
Oh, I love myself some Anna Goldfarb.
So, Fob.
Fob.
So here, this is the most unhinged Thanksgiving.
All right.
Gracie, 19, pissed dad, left to Mexico mid-meal. That seems extreme.
So did she leave or dad bailed to Mexico? Like dad got drunk and bailed?
Dad was pissed. Fucking, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm going back to Mexico.
Oh, I didn't know if she meant
or
pissed
going
like
to
drunk.
Mexico. I don't know if he's going back or going to. I don't know if she means from there
pissed,
or it's a vacation.
Pissed like angry or pissed like drunk.
Oh, it could be drunk.
Yeah, that's what
It could be drunk.
That's how I heard it in my head. Like he just got drunk. And he's like, I'm going to Mexico.
That's a good point. It could be the other way around. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping they were in like San Diego or El Paso and not like Milwaukee.
I'm hoping they were in frickin' Europe.
Well, if she said piss, that would make more sense.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, so you might be right. Hunter, 25, grandmother threatened grandfather with turkey knife. Oh, man, I bet he said something racist.
Oh, you know it.
Or stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
It was deserved.
Is dinner going to be decent this Thanksgiving? Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking damn it, Gramps.
That's right. Make some soup, old man.
Go make some soup, old man. Go to the garage. Allie, 25. Uncle shot while turkey hunting. Survived. Shot by the turkey?
Yeah, I want to know, did the turkey survive or did the uncle survive? I'm hoping the turkey survived.
I want to know if the turkey shot him, because if the turkeys have guns, which I would imagine would be like those old-timey pilgrim guns that the huge thing on
the big muzzles, yeah.
That should be like an Olympic sport. If the turkeys were also shooting back at the hunters, that would be fucking fantastic.
Well, I told you I don't know if I always, but I've told you my theory on hunting. Like I don't totally get the camouflage, like sneaking up on something and shooting it. Mm-hmm. It just seems like it's a little bit of an unfair fight.
Sure.
But I'm like, if you strip down naked and wrestle one of these beasts to the ground, hey, all yours.
That's yours. Oh, God.
You freaking hunt, you chase down a deer.
Survival of the fittest, man.
Yeah, what the heck?
You're more fit
that seems
than
a
the
little
deer.
more fair. The deer's not even expecting to get shot.
No,
poor
that's
freaking
true.
deer. Yeah.
Vinny, 20. Grandpa, here we go again.
Oh, Jesus.
Brought
Got
up,
run over by
this
reindeer.
is amazing. Grandpa brought up abortion during dessert. What's the segue for that? You know what? This pumpkin pie is delicious. You know what's not delicious? Aborted fetuses. That's not. Like, whoa, Grandpa, Jesus.
It's like when we were out to dinner with my dad, and I want to talk about the Me Too movement. There was no leading up to it. I'm like, how did you? What?
Let's not dive right into that one.
Yeah.
Come on. Natasha, 26. Blind uncle plunged hands into stuffing. Now, is that how he does taste tests?
That's pretty impressive.
He just reaches in and goes, squeezes it, and he's like, you know what? I don't like the texture. And then just walks off, and everybody's like, well, thanks.
Yeah, I want to know what he was going for. I wonder if he thought his glass was there and just bam, right in the stuffing.
Both. It sounds like, she says hands, plunged hands into the stuffing. It wasn't like an accident.
No.
So
he wanted to go to Mexico, but this is all he could do.
Val, 34. Brother stuck fork in dad's arm. Oh man.
Oh, that's.
You know what happened? I bet the son came out, and the dad just fucking let him have it. And
how about the other way? The dad came out.
Oh.
And the son was like, "What?
What, Dad? You're ruining my life and Mom. Bam.
You're ruining this turkey.
Why don't you go to Mexico?
Yeah. Go make soup.
Go make soup, old man." Sarah, 28. Sister spiked food with essential oils.
Oh.
What? You know what? Your mashed potatoes taste a little different this year. What is it? Well, I put lavender in it.
Yeah. And spike, I always think of spike like you're putting drugs or alcohol in something.
Well, normally that would be.
Yeah. Spike. Oh, God, that sounds terrible. Why does the stuffing smell like peppermint?
Exactly. It's a little overbearing. Keisha, or is it Keisha? Keisha. Did you say Keisha or Keisha? Keisha?
I think I'd go with Keisha, like Kiefer.
Keisha, 29. Grandmother shit her pants. I gagged.
Oh yeah.
Because you're perfect, Keisha.
Because you've never dropped a little friend in your freaking undies while you were having dinner.
Show some goddamn respect.
Yeah.
Poor Eric, Grandma. 42, got drunk, peed on cop car. This sounds like it was in the wrong 6 words.
That sounds like New Year's Eve.
I think this guy got in early.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for Thanksgiving? Oh, fuck,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I did it at Thanksgiving, too.
No, I do it every holiday. Should see me President's Day. It's crazy. I pee on a mattress.
Oh, God. Eddie, 33, meth head roommate washed turkey with soap.
Oh.
It could seem logical at the time when you're out of your mind. So. You're like, you know what? What did he use? Was it like Dove? Was it a bar of soap with the cubes on it, like the shower in Eugene? Was it like that? I'm just kidding. You washed it off clear. That was one of the funniest things is when you came out of the shower the first time. You go, just so you know, it's a bar, and I washed it all off. So there's nothing on there.
I said it didn't touch anything but my hands. I used a washcloth because I didn't want you to go in there and go, oh, what was the the last
curlies?
Thing he washed is, and what's the first thing I'm gonna wash? This is gonna be weird.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Ass to face. Tara, 36, cousin brandished gun at my dad. Is this the same dad? They got the fork in the hand?
This poor dad. He came out of the closet. He got a fork in the hand. His brother stuck his hands in the stuffing. Now
Grandpa left to Mexico.
His mom pooped herself.
So much is going on. Maria, 29, religious aunt put hex on me. What religion? Or is she a witch?
Voodoo?
Or shit. Oh shit, is she a druid? Can women be druids? They probably can.
They should be now.
Did she throw your cat into the fucking fireplace?
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, that would have been better.
She made a turcatin.
Religious aunt threw cat in fireplace. 6 words. Boom. Speaking of cats, Kevin, 30, cat puked, which made me puke. Maybe that's what happened to the guy at the bar.
He was carrying a tiny little kitten in his pocket and puked, and he's like, oh, God.
Or he was out on the back deck, and Ryan was there asking for a lighter so he could open up a bottle. I don't smoke. And the cat was like, blah.
The homeless guy that Ryan was drinking with had a cat.
There
cat
you go.
Puked.
Cat puked, and the guy just lost it. Oh, my God, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to go back inside to the bathroom and then puke.
Yeah.
Pete, 23, my in-laws microwaved the entire meal.
Oh.
Would you just leave, or would you just push food around your plate and then get something on the way home?
Well, okay, so you figure most families at Thanksgiving have stuffing and mashed potatoes.
You could microwave those things if they had already been cooked.
Right. But if they
turkey.
Right. So I'd say whatever seemed like you could eat from a microwave, like not turkey or any meat, I'd probably, stick to those.
Yeah.
The cranberry sauce.
Just stick to the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And that stuffing that your blind uncle's jammed his hands into.
This is the one thing that I've always found interesting too. I've never been to a Thanksgiving meal where salad was served. Ever.
Really?
No.
We didn't serve it this year, but sometimes we do.
Yeah. I think that's interesting.
That is interesting. You like a nice wedge salad.
I do. Oh, yeah, I do.
Let's see. Dennis, 34. Got a few more of these. Punched my brother over the wishbone.
Wow.
Is that
seems a little
is he talking about
aggressive.
Football? Yeah. It is still an effective offense. Look at Georgia Tech.
Just call it something else if you don't like the wishbone.
Right. Brianna, 28. Family screaming match over Harry Potter. Whoa.
Oh, freaking nerd alert.
Nerds giving.
Nerds giving. Oh, I wonder what they probably like. Oh my God, I could just imagine it was a whole like Harry Potter theme. Like the turkey was blue. That seems like something they would do. Everybody had name tags that you had to wear a robe.
You had to be in a certain house. What house are you in? I'm in Slytherin. Well, you're a fucking asshole. Like, boom.
Freaking, they just start shooting each other. This is why the dad left for Mexico.
No, I'd fair to him then.
Yeah.
First he got drunk and I was like, I still can't do this. I gotta go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Katie, 30. Ex got drunk, kissed my sister. So I'm gonna assume that he was not your ex at the time.
Yeah.
And he is
well,
now.
you never know. It could be, how some families kind of still stay together, or maybe it's a first holiday and you don't have a significant other yet. And you're like, well.
It could be. But does he go on to date the sister? Because that next Thanksgiving would be pretty fucking awesome.
Just hit it and quit it.
And then it's like, sister's ex got drunk, kiss my dad.
Kiss my mom.
Same dad. It's always that same dad. Janelle, 32. Dad. 4 words. Crazy conspiracy theorist. Uncle. That would be entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
How do you handle the conspiracy theorists? Because I think the way to do it is to just keep asking them questions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like just let them continue to just build their case.
You can't fight them on it because they already believe it. Otherwise it would. So it's just,
they'll be like, that's what you're led to believe.
Right. Yeah. So it's just asking more and more questions, and occasionally throwing one in there that the answer, no matter what the answer, contradicts something they said earlier.
Right.
And then asking it in a way like, oh, but I thought, oh, well, and then just let them go. Just have fun with it.
How did the aliens get from Area 51 to Dallas to shoot JFK? How did that happen?
Right. Did they, and you always love when it's like, well, that hasn't been explained yet.
Right.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, it's easy to be the conspiracy theorist because you can just say, oh, but that's not true, and you don't know, and there's other things out there, and you don't know all the facts, and blah. Yeah.
Sure.
And finally, Elizabeth, 33. Trump discussion turned family food fight. Now that sounds fun.
Yeah, that could be good. And I bet it was someone who wasn't even arguing. It would be like me at the dinner table that just like flicked a bean at somebody while everyone else is arguing, and then was like, "What?" I just think it would be the bean in my supercut for this episode too.
I will include that. I just think it would be so cathartic because there would be like some asshole, probably that dad, who's like. Like Trump says, why can't we call them retards? And the next thing you know, you can grab a roll and just fucking wing it right at his forehead. Yeah, right. You're like, ding. Shut up, Dad. Yeah. Go make some motherfucking soup. Anyway. Oh, God. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you had a good one.
Happy Turkey Day.
So let's take a look at the tech desk.
Tech.
I don't think so. I want to say thanks to Ty from the 2 on 3 pod because he gave us a drop for the news desk. I think he might need to get us a drop for the tech desk now.
I know. We're gonna need a drop also for the Yelp desk.
The Yelp desk. The Yelp desk. That's even better. Right. I like it. So there's a few of these that I wanted to go through, and they're a little long, so I'll try to get through them quickly so it's not too laborious. This first one is about AI. This is from Gizmodo. So a number of border control checkpoints in the European Union are about to get increasingly and unsettlingly futuristic. There we go. In Hungary, Latvia, and Greece, travelers will be given an automated lie detector test by an animated AI border agent. The system called iBorder Control, CTRL, like the fucking keyboard, is part of a 6-month pilot led by the Hungarian National Police at 4 different border crossing points. So this is you want to cross the border?
Yeah,
you got to go through a fucking agent that's AI. That's
with the
first
dead
step.
eyes.
With the dead eyes asking you these questions. So George Boltadakis of European Dynamics told the European Commission, iBorder Control system will collect data that will move beyond biometrics and onto biomarkers of deceit. Bum, bum, bum.
My deceit biomarkers are in a tizzy.
That sounds like a bad movie title. Biomarkers of deceit. The virtual border control agent will ask travelers questions after they've passed through the checkpoint. Questions include, what's in your suitcase? If you open the suitcase and show me what's inside, will it confirm that your answers were true? Have you ever seen a grown man naked? Is that a pencil in your pocket, or are you just happy to see? No, I'm just kidding.
What's in your suitcase? Clothing.
Yes. If I open your suitcase, will that confirm your answers?
Absolutely.
But that's fucking weird. That's just going to make everybody nervous.
Oh, for sure.
I guess that's the role. That's the role of the Border Patrol, is to make them nervous.
I think so.
The system reportedly records travelers' faces using AI to analyze 38 micro-gestures, scoring each response. The virtual agent is reportedly customized according to the traveler's gender, ethnicity, and language. Hello, profiling. Welcome.
Yeah. What if you're mixed in all those categories?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't know what to do with you.
It
just thinks you're a liar straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I can't trust this guy. I can't tell what he is. It might be a guy. It might be a girl. I don't know if he's from, he's Spanish from Spain, or if he's, from Russia, or...
And it also depends who programs these, because if some of the people like here program them here in the States, like a poor freaking Middle Eastern person might go through and the thing just shuts down. It's just like, nope.
Right.
Nope.
Well, that's it. It's all dependent on who programs it and how they set it up, because it's only going to react based on those, inputs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be inherently wrong, or racist, or in some way,
I wonder if it's like, did you ever read any of the Freakonomics books?
Mm-mm.
So they did a thing, I forget which book it was, but they were talking about how, people in office or companies will put out like free bagels and coffee, and if they put something up that said like, or if they told the employees you have to pay $1 every time you take a bagel, like they'd hardly ever get any money. But if they just put up a sign that said like donate for the bagels, they'd get enough money to cover the bagels. And it's just like how our minds work and how we obviously Freakonomics.
Right.
And
right.
So I wonder if that's part of this. It's like these things aren't programmed and can't tell anything, but they just are able to get you so nervous and freaked out about what it might know that you either spill the beans or just don't do anything wrong.
It could be. It seems like a lot of it's to put them off. For travelers who pass the test, they will receive a QR code that lets them through the border.
Oh, my God.
If they don't, the virtual agent will reportedly get more serious, and the traveler will... Oh, boy.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Listen, I asked you what was in the suitcase. You told me it was clothes, and I found a dildo. What the fuck?
The tone never changed. The tone or the volume never changes. It's just like those words, like you said, listen. Very disappointed.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, just disappointed.
The travelers will be handed off to human agents who will asses their report. I shit you not. The article says asses.
Asses, not assess.
Not assess.
Well, asses the report.
Asses the report. They sit right on it.
Yeah.
This pilot program won't, in its current state, prevent anyone's ability to cross the border. It's just there to harass you.
It's just there to make you feel bad about yourself.
Okay, enjoy your trip to our country.
It's just to get people to say that they have like you said, just so people say they have dildos in their suitcases. That's
right.
it.
It's all for entertainment.
Just to embarrass people.
This is because the program is very much in the experimental phases, and the automated lie detection system was only tested on 30 people. Wow.
Oh, whoa, that
Great
seems
research.
like a good, yeah, seems
Jesus.
solid.
Do they get bored or they run out of time?
The same person just went through the line 30 times wearing a disguise. Never figured it out.
This thing is flawless.
Yeah.
In this test, half the people told the truth while the other half lied to the virtual agent. It had about a 76% accuracy rate, and that doesn't take into account or take into consideration the variances in being told to lie versus earnestly lying, because people are lying honestly, or they're being said, "Oh, make up a lie," so you act differently accordingly.
Yeah, and if you have the confidence that you know that there's no consequence to your lie,
exactly.
That's is it really a lie then?
Yeah, is it
now?
It's
just acting.
It is an actor.
Mm-hmm. An actor.
Keely Crockett, a member of the border control team. Keely Crockett.
Is this like Crockett and Tubbs? Like
it's Sonny's
daughter.
Yeah,
Keely.
She got sick of Vice, left Miami, and moved to Hungary or Latvia or something. A member of the border control team said that they are quite confident they can bring the accuracy rate up to 85%.
Oh, Jesus.
But more than 700 million people travel through the EU every year, according to the European Commission. So that percentage would still lead to a troubling number of misidentified liars if the system were rolled out. Just a few. I don't know what 15% of 700 million is, but it's a lot.
I would think.
What would that be? 105 million. That's a lot.
That's a lot of people. Yeah. Math guy.
Systems dependent on machine learning, especially ones involving facial recognition technology, are to date still very flawed and deeply biased. At a time when crossing borders is already contentious and unfairly biased, throwing a partial imperfect agent into the mix raises some justified concerns. Build that wall. Build that wall.
Get more cages. Get more cages.
Oh, God. Tear gas.
There you go.
So there was that. Then there's another story on AI that I want to get to.
I don't like the border. The unintelligent.
It's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't like
creepy. I don't like it. I guess you could say
tell Keely to roll back the program.
Well, I think they're going to keep going with it. It's only going to happen more and more.
Freaking Keely.
But you know that I have kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You vaguely know that.
I mean, I know your lady friend has kids. I don't know where they came from.
I could be the asshole stepdad.
You could be.
And sometimes lady friend and I want to go out to dinner, or do something, and we need a babysitter. Mm-hmm. And typically we abuse my poor dad, make him come over and stay way later than we said we were going to be home.
Tell him to bring that soup back now that it's made because you're hungry.
Soup back. No, but it's usually like, we'll probably be home by like midnight, and then like 2 a.m. Sorry, text message. Sorry, in Uber. Poor guy. He gets his revenge, though, because he eats every single leftover we have in the house. So,
nice.
Touche.
Good on him.
So here's a story that was sent to us by Jay from 7 Days a Geek. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
So the title is "The Perfect Babysitter Must Pass." Must pass AI scan for respect and attitude. Oh boy.
Oh boy, that's kind of creepy.
When Jessie Battaglia started looking for a new babysitter for her 1-year-old son, she wanted more information that she could get from a criminal background check, parent comments, and a face-to-face interview. So she turned to Predictum.
Oh gosh.
An online service.
Predict them. You brought them.
You predict them. You brought them. An online service that uses advanced artificial intelligence to assess a babysitter's personality and aimed its scanners at one candidate's thousands of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram posts. So we're looking at their social media shit. And if you fucking post, if you got any dick or boob pics out there, they're not going to let you watch their 1-year-old. Okay. So I want you to be aware of that.
This is a little insane.
It is. So the system offered an automated risk rating of the 24-year-old woman, saying she was at a very low risk of being a drug abuser, but it gave her a slightly higher risk assessment, 2 out of 5, for bullying, harassment, and being disrespectful and having a bad attitude.
Wow. But she's taking care of her 1-year-old.
Well,
wouldn't you want to bully that little thing around?
Well, you don't want to bully it.
You kind of do.
That's more for like a 3-year-old.
What are you doing? Just laying there, you little weakling?
What do you mean you want food? Go fucking get it yourself.
Yeah. Oh, cry, 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 little baby. Cry,
anyway, back on Snapchat.
It's a little baby crying.
Why are you such a baby? Oh, man. So the system didn't explain why it made the decision, but Battaglia, who had believed the sitter was trustworthy, suddenly felt pangs of doubt. Oh, those doubt pangs. Social media, quote, social media shows a person's character. Does it? Because if it does, I might need to shut down our Twitter feed.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we might get locked up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be taking care of any 1-year-olds. I'll tell you that.
No, fuck that. Let's get you out of that mess.
Yeah. This could be a plus.
Oh, so you
tell your parents I can't get a job because my biometrics are all messed up. You're going to just have to you're going to have to take care of me for the rest of my life.
Is it your biometrics? I don't think
it's something.
Something's
messed up.
It's something like that. I don't know. Somebody said it. Predictum is offering parents the same playbook that dozens of other tech firms are selling to employees around the world. Artificial intelligence systems that analyze a person's speech, facial expressions,
face,
and online history with promises of revealing the hidden aspects of their private lives. That is just creep fucking tastic. By the way, I guess you better smile in every one of your goddamn pictures or people are going to think you're a creeper.
Yeah. But I also think it's for people that like post like,
What about like the duck face? Will you do the duck face selfie?
See, I don't think that's it. I think it's like people that post with their Confederate flag hats holding a gun saying they want to be at the front row of a hanging. Something like that.
That would be more of an indicator.
Yeah,
but I think wouldn't want to hire them.
Yeah, I think if you like post like, oh, I went to this restaurant and I thought it was crappy. They're like, that's
I don't know though, because they don't really share the results. I'm going to get into that, but you don't know how it interprets
You're very worried about this.
I am a little worried.
Are you thinking you might not be able to keep your babysitting job?
Well, maybe.
Do you think your lady friend's going to do this and go, did not know this about you?
She might. She'll be like, I should have put you to this test long ago.
She was there in the box when you were yelling about
fucking golf?
Fucking golf.
Watching
game.
fucking golf? She was too late by then. I think we'd already had a kid by then. Too late. You're stuck now.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my paper route. I hope I can keep that. Critics say Predictum and similar systems present their own dangers by making automated and possibly life-altering decisions virtually unchecked. Yeah.
Wow.
Because they put
but it could go the other way.
Together.
If someone can make a fake online profile and do all this stuff to beat Predictum, and then you don't actually go and talk to people that they've actually worked for and just go by Predictum. Now this, smart like kid thieves could hack the system.
Smart kid thieves.
As opposed
Most
to the
kid thieves
stupid ones.
Very dumb.
Yeah.
But it's those smart ones you got to watch out for.
Like
You're
the people
right,
that steal Amazon boxes off of porches.
You could create a fucking burner email and burner social media accounts, make it look like you're like this wonderful person who goes to church every Sunday and always has a smile on their face and treats everybody well. Hook that up to this Predictum. Meanwhile, your real account,
Kid Thief 69.
It's just pictures of you stealing kids.
Yeah, KT 69.
Pictures of you stealing kids.
Selfies with the kids you steal.
The kid crying. Oh God. Oh man. Okay. Let's see here. The system depends on black box algorithms. That sounds scary. They give little detail about how they reduce the complexities of a person's inner life into a calculation of virtue or harm. There's this, quote, mad rush to seize the power of AI to make all kinds of decisions without ensuring it's accountable to human beings, said the fucking brilliant Jeff Chester.
Oh, frickin' Chester.
The executive director of the Center for Digital Democracy. It's like people have drunk the digital Kool-Aid and think this is an appropriate way to govern our lives. Great point, Jeff.
You and Jeff are tight.
Jeff gets it.
Yeah, Jeff gets it.
He ain't no kid thief.
No.
If he is, he's a smart one, though. Predictum scans analyze the entire history of a babysitter's social media, and they're told they will be at a great disadvantage, the babysitters. You will be at a great disadvantage for competitive jobs if you refuse to participate.
So
it's like extortion.
To like what, a 16 or 18-year-old? You're like, go fucking watch your own kid. Don't go out to dinner. I don't care how much you think you're paying me. You think this is a career choice?
Oh man,
here?
They make way better money than we would have back in the day. Back when we were trying to steal kids.
You think this is a career choice? I know. I'll go work at frickin' Starbucks. Leave me alone.
That's true. Should do
go
that
predict
anyway.
this.
Yeah, you don't want to watch a 1-year-old. You want to fucking make coffee.
Yeah.
The risk ratings are divided into several categories, including explicit content and drug abuse. The startup has also advertised that its system can evaluate babysitters on other personality traits such as politeness, ability to work with others, and positivity. So back to our point just a minute ago, if you're a fake motherfucker, you can skate right by on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Too easy. Melissa Nielsen, Battaglia's 24-year-old babysitter, oh no, we've named her now.
Oh, Jesus.
Learned that the system had given her imperfect grades for bullying and disrespect. She had believed she was allowing the parents to review her social media, not consenting to have an algorithm dissect her personality. She also hasn't been told of the results for a test that could cripple her only source of income. So you don't even get to know the results of your own test. You turn that shit in and you have no idea. And the parents know, but you don't know.
Right. No, this is not cool.
Fucking stupid.
Parents think like, oh, it's my kid. You know what? Then don't go to dinner.
You chose to bring them into this world.
Yeah.
You gave up all the fun for 18 years.
Poor Melissa Etheridge didn't do anything.
No, Melissa Etheridge.
Come to my window.
Come in my window. Predictum's leaders also
you can sleep while I drive.
Predictum's leaders.
That's what she says when she steals a kid. Come to my window. You can sleep while I drive. Her license plate is my kid, and now MIKDNOW. The old Etheridge van. That's what we used to call it in the neighborhood. Don't get into the Etheridge van.
Stay away from the Etheridge van. I don't care how enticing it looks. There's only a couple more things. Predictum's leaders also believe they can greatly expand the system's capabilities to offer even more intimate measures of a babysitter's private life. Jesus Christ. Joel Simonoff, let's say, the company's CTO said the team is interested in gaining, quote, useful psychometric data from babysitter social media by running their histories through personality tests such as Myers-Briggs and offering to sell the parents' results.
Wow.
God, fucking stop.
Yeah.
He gets worse, though.
He gets worse.
Predictum says they have set up internal safeguards and work to protect babysitters' personal data. Quote, says Simonoff, if we ever leaked a babysitter's info, that would not be cool. Are you fucking kidding me?
At least he knows. He's like, this would so not be okay.
That blows.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Man, I screwed you.
I'm so sorry.
If I could make it right, I would. But Predictum, you know.
I love how it's not like we take every measure to ensure.
No.
Or whatever. It's just that would not be cool.
It would not be cool.
Not cool, Simonoff.
No,
not cool.
no,
What a fucking arrogant prick. Diana, this is the last paragraph. Diana Warner, a mother of two living just north of San Francisco. You know her?
Oh, Jesus. Kurt Warner's mom?
Said she, Werner, WERNER, said she believes babysitters should be willing to share their personal information to help with parents' peace of mind. Quote, a background check is nice, but Predictum goes into depth, really dissecting a person, their social and mental status. Where she lives, 100% of the parents are going to want to use this, she said. Oh, okay.
I would, if I was a young person and I was doing this, I would go run my own Predictum.
Hold on. If you were a young person, would you be able to hang around other young people?
No.
Still
never. No. I would have Predictum run my stuff, then get the results. It goes, oh no, you'd be a good candidate.
Stuff.
Then
I'll give you a sperm. You want sperm? No, sir. We just want to see your social media accounts.
I'd go and apply for the jobs, and then they'd say, oh, we got to do this Predictum thing. And you're like, yeah, okay. And they do it, and then they come back to you and they're like, oh, flying colors. We want you babysitting. And you're like, no, I'm good. Thanks.
You were so concerned about me that you made me take this test that I don't want to watch your kid.
No, I don't
you're
trust
an
you.
asshole.
Yeah.
Your kid
can you run this on your kid? I want to know that your kid is cool.
How about that?
Yeah.
Anyway, go check out my website, smartbabystealers.com. What was it?
mykidnow.com. Stupid baby stealers.
That URL might be available.
Baby thief.
Baby thief. There you go.
Kid thief.
So there's one more thing I want to talk about, and we can wrap up.
We'll wrap up like a Jimmy.
That's right. This is more AI fears. So
God.
I just saw this. There's a new documentary that's called The Truth About Killer Robots.
Are you sure it's a documentary and not a what's his Nicolas Cage movie?
Oh God, he should star.
Yeah.
100%. It probably came across his desk and his agent flipped it out before he could get to it. No, You're not doing this one, Nick. Come on.
You've got 6 on the stove right now. You're not doing it. I don't know why I said on the stove. You got 6 on the stove right now.
Sure. That's industry.
That works.
Industry terminology.
Yeah,
that's what they call
roll
it.
with it. It's Thanksgiving. Yeah.
How many scripts you got on the stove?
I got
half a dozen.
3 in the pot. I got 1 in the oven. I don't even know what's going on. You microwave those? No, they're on the stove.
No,
all right.
2 are on the cutting board though. Anyway. So this is coming out on HBO. I think it actually came out yesterday. I'm a little upset they didn't interview me for this, but that's fine. The key point seems to be around human deaths caused by robots and AI.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And also their effect on the need for humans in the workplace. Basically, are we going to need people anymore? So I believe it starts with Asimov's 3 laws of robotics, which are, do you know?
Stroking, penetration, and jubilation.
Jubilation.
Yes,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's 3 laws of something else.
Okay.
No, the first 3, the 3 laws of robotics. First rule of robots is do not talk about robots. Number 1 is a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to be harmed. Rule number 1 of robotics.
robots injure humans all the time.
I'm just telling you, this is the number one rule by Asimov.
Fair enough.
Rule number 2, a robot must obey orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders conflict with the first law. Like if I were to say, Alexa, kill Neil. Did you hear me?
No, I have headphones on. But say it louder.
Alexa, kill Neil. 3, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
Okay.
Those are the 3 laws of robotics.
That's weird.
The 4th one is you must kill Sarah Connor.
Yeah. You must kill.
And the 5th one is don't just let some slob stick it in.
Have some self-respect.
Make them work.
No means no.
Oh, man. So the trailer ends. I'm going to watch this and I'll let you know how it goes. The trailer ends with a creepy female robot voice that says, "The dynamic between robots and humans changed. You could no longer tell where you ended." Dramatic pause. "And we began."
Like a dildo.
See, this shit is
Teledildonics.
Teledildonics I'm more on board with than this. I mean, come on. If you just want to...
It took me a long time to get you to finally admit to that. Years on this damn podcast to finally get you to say,
said it.
I'm on board with teledildonics.
Oh, that might be a new t-shirt. Casey, did you hear that one? Yeah. There's another one that came out, I guess, earlier this year that I need to see also because I want to just continue to feed my paranoia and anxiety.
Sure.
It's called Do You Trust This Computer?
Oh, wow.
Which in my mind is not a rhetorical question.
No.
The answer is no.
Always no.
Always no. You know what? It reminded me when I saw these two. You know what movie I never saw back in the day was I, Robot. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes.
So you did? So see, that seems like that would be right up my alley.
Yeah.
Because it's all about this crazy shit when stuff goes wrong with robots.
iRobot, was that the one with Will Smith?
Yes. And at the time it came out, which was in 2004, I was on a guy's trip to Jesus. Europe. And I landed in Spain and I see these huge billboards and you know what they said?
iRobot.
Yo, robot.
Yo, robot, what's up?
That's what they said.
Did you see Minority Report?
Yes.
Okay, because that has a little bit of the AI stuff going for it, too.
It's got that, but this one's way more in line with my fears, which is...
iRobot, yeah.
iRobot. So I should probably see that, even though it's a 15-year-old movie.
I enjoyed
it. It was good? You liked it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I actually watched the trailer not long ago, and it
holds up?
Well, it does. It's actually very interesting considering all the stuff that we've talked about on here, because it's like showing how much do you trust robots. And
we should do that movie. So you're the whole time you're going, oh no,
God, we should.
Oh hell
nope.
No.
Oh hell no. He says that in the movie. Oh hell
no.
The tagline was "One man saw it coming." Well,
that was me in the park on the campus with you.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Right for my dome. Coming to my dome.
The other tagline I saw. This is seriously another tagline. What will you do with yours?
Are you sure this isn't teledildonics again? One man saw it coming.
What won't you do with yours?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. That's all I got this week, Neil.
All right.
I think we've recorded plenty.
Okay. That's our tagline.
Thank you very much. I think that's about enough. That should be the tagline.
I'm done with you, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Find us at reasonsareseveral.com. You can go out to Stitcher and iTunes and write a review and subscribe and all that stuff. Please write a review. We'd love to see one of those. Come on, do it.
Do it to me one more time.
Also, go check out Neil's other podcast, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks with Annalise, as well as the Halos and Heathens vlog on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
We didn't record really anything for your vlog when you were in Eugene, so that was
we were just napping.
We were just. I should have recorded that.
I should have just set up the camera to record us nap for 6 hours.
Well, I was gonna say just the time, whatever.
There you go. Yeah, timestamp just going.
It's not timestamp. What is it?
Elapsed
time. Thank you. God, I can't think. Tweet at us at ReasonsR and at AngelsFreak7. You can also email us at reasonsrseveral@gmail.com, and we will be back next week. Goodbye, Neil.
Bye, Matador.